Family is supposed to be the place where we find love, support, and understanding. But what happens when family members become extremely successful, famous, and wealthy? Does fame bring a family closer, or can it sometimes expose problems that were already there? Today, we are looking at two famous Nigerian families, the Adeleke family and the Okoye family of P-Square, as case studies in understanding the complicated relationship between family, fame, success, and conflict. Meanwhile, a very big congratulations to the governor-elect of Osun State, Governor Adeleke. Congratulations to you on your victory. Now, let's get into business. Mind you, this is not about judging anyone. Instead, it is about asking a simple question. What happens to family relationships when fame and success enter the picture? Let's take a look at the Adeleke family. The Adeleke family is one of the Nigerians' most prominent families. The family has members who are successful in politics, entertainment, and business. One of the most recognized members is Davido, whose career in music has made him internationally famous. His father, Adedeji Adeleke, is a successful businessman, while his uncle, Ademola Adeleke, is a prominent political figure. The family therefore represents something many people dream about, which is wealth, influence, fame, and success. Now, let's take a look at what has happened these few days regarding the elections and the victory of Ademola Adeleke. You could see how the family supported each other during the election. Davido's father, Adedeji Adeleke, has held the family tight, and they are very bonded. The display they are showing, it shows that they are bonded so well. Now, you could see when his uncle, Ademola Adeleke, was announced as the as the winner of the election in Osun State, you could see the happy amongst the family members. You could see when she prostrated for the elder sister. You could see the respect. You could see the bond within them. I think that's something people should emulate. Now, behind the public image is also a family with relationships, marriages, children, disagreements, and personal struggles that occasionally become topics of public discussion. And this is where the lesson becomes interesting. Being successful does not automatically mean that a family will have a perfect relationship. Sometimes, the bigger the family becomes in public, the more difficult it becomes to keep private matters. Now, having seen the Adeleke's family, the unity, the public show of unity and the public show of support, let's look at the Okoye family. I mean the famous musical duo P-Square. You know, they are made up of P-Square, the twin brothers, and Peter and Paul Okoye. For many years, P-Square was one of Africa's biggest music group. The two brothers performed together, built a successful brand, and achieved enormous popularity. But their story also showed that family relationship can become complicated when business, fame, and personal differences are involved. The brothers eventually went their separate ways, leading to a very public chapter in their relationship. For fans who had watched the twins grow together, it was difficult to understand how two brothers who had achieved so much together could reach such a point. Their story reminds us of something important. Success can bring people together, but success can also create pressure. When family members are also business partners, disagreements may become more complicated because money, responsibilities, personal relationships, and emotions can all become connected. We can see what has been happening in Okoye family, the Peter and Paul Okoye saga, the Jude Okoye and their elder brother report. It is not something I think people should be proud of. But at the same time, there is no family without an issue. What can we learn from the both families? The first lesson is that no family is perfect from outside. We may see beautiful pictures, expensive houses, celebrations, and successful careers, but we rarely see everything happening behind closed doors. The second lesson is that fame removes privacy for an ordinary family. A disagreement may remain with the family, but when the people involved are celebrities, a family disagreement can quickly become a national conversation. The third lesson is that money does not automatically solve family problems. A family can have wealth and still experience misunderstanding. Love, communication, forgiveness, and mutual respect are things that money cannot simply buy. And perhaps the biggest lesson is this: family relationships should be protected, especially when the whole world is watching. Now, my people, the Adeleke and Okoye families are very different, but their stories give us something to think about. Behind every famous family are ordinary human beings with emotions, disagreements, expectations, and personal struggles. We should therefore be careful about judging families based only on what we see online, because social media shows us the pictures. It doesn't always show us the full story. At the end of the day, fame can bring attention, money can bring comfort, and success can bring influence, but family is still about relationships. And sometimes the greatest success is not becoming famous. It is being able to build a family that remains strong despite the pressure that comes with fame. My people, what do you think? Can fame and wealth bring a family closer, or do they sometimes create more problems? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoy this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification for more stories and discussions about Nigerian families, celebrities, and society. Once again, congratulations to Adeleke family, His Excellency Ademola Adeleke, as the winner of Osun gubernatorial election. See you in my next video. Bye.